So here is another recipe from my grandmother's kitchen, and we called her Mamaw. And she made this pie all the time. I remember fondly as a child, whenever we would go over to her house for Thanksgiving or Christmas, she would always have this on the dessert menu, among many other desserts, but this one you could always count on it being there. And it's called an impossible pie, or sometimes it's referred to as a miracle pie. And it's so easy to put together. You just blend up all the ingredients and you bake it in the oven, and then it forms its own crust and the filling and the topping, which is coconut, all by itself. So guess that's why they call it a miracle pie or impossible pie. Now, my grandmother had 2 recipes for this, and I combined both of them so that it would be close to what I remembered eating as a child. Now, my grandmother did something a little bit different than most other recipes that I've seen, and it makes it wonderful. So I'll show you that here in just a second. But also, I wanted to let you know that you can pause this screen here, and there's a little activity that's fun to do with the kids if you have a King James version of the Bible that kind of goes along with this recipe. Okay, so now I will leave for you here my recipe for the miracle pie. So this is a combination of the 2 of my grandmother's pies, because I don't know exactly which one she used, and you're welcome to do a screenshot. They'll be below the video if you'd like to print them out. Okay, so we'll start by sifting the biscuit mix, and I want to measure out my whole milk. Make sure you use whole milk, and I'll just go ahead and grease my pie plate. This is about a 9-inch pie plate, and I'm using soft butter in here, which is not included in the ingredients section, so you might need about 4 tablespoons of soft butter. Okay, and so we can go ahead and get started. You just need a basic blender, and go ahead and put your whole milk in here along with your eggs, 4 whole eggs. You don't have to separate anything out. And then goes the sugar and the soft butter, the vanilla, and now the cream of coconut. Now this is where her recipe differed from others that I've seen, and it makes it so good, and that's why we don't add as much sugar either as the other recipes that I've seen. And so just in case you've made this before, this makes it so creamy, and that coconut flavor just really comes through. Now I had to measure out a cup of the cream of coconut because I couldn't find the smaller can. This brand usually comes in 15 ounces or 8.5 ounces. If you find the 8.5 ounce, get that, because that's all you need for this. But if all you can get is the 15 ounce, measure out only about 8 ounces of the cream, and then you'll have some of the liquid in there too. So just measure out 8 fluid ounces. And now into our blender that goes. And lastly, our biscuit mix. You can also substitute that biscuit mix with all-purpose flour, baking powder, and salt, which I noted on the ingredient list. And we'll just blend it up real good in just your basic blender. And now into our pie plate. We'll just pour it right in here. I had my oven preheated at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And I want to put this on a pizza pan lined with tin foil, just for easy cleanup in case it boils over. And we'll cook it on the center rack for about 60 minutes. And when it comes out of the oven, it should be bubbling and a little bit jiggly. Okay, so that means it's set up, but we want to let it cool down, and that way it'll be nice and creamy. You don't want to just keep cooking it until it's real firm. Okay, so I went ahead and refrigerated it overnight, and this is what it looks like the next day. And we'll go ahead and slice it up and dig in, because it's so delicious and it's just really creamy. It has a wonderful coconut flavor, and it's like that custard texture, just really delicious. So I hope that you can try it, and best of all, it's just super easy. So there you go. I hope you can give this easy pie a try, and if you want some more ideas for recipes, please head on over to my channel, and I have a playlist section there where there are recipes, something for everyone. And just a reminder to receive notifications when I upload a new video, click that bell off to the right of the subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, and y'all have a beautiful day.